In this video, we're going to go over the 5-2 intermittent fasting diet. We're going to go over 2 different studies. Then we're going to talk about the best way to implement it to lose weight and to improve your health.
Hit the subscribe button to improve your fitness, health, and nutrition.
Okay, let's get right on topic. Let's talk about this 5-2 intermittent fasting diet. First, I'll explain to you exactly what it is. And then I'm going to go over 2 different studies that compared the 5-2 diet to normal calorie restriction when it comes to losing weight and improving your health. Okay, so what is the 5-2 intermittent fasting diet? It's really simple. What it means is that for 5 days out of the week, you're just eating normally, your normal diet. But then for 2 days out of the week, you're going to dramatically reduce the amount of calories you eat. Those are your 2 fasting days. You're only allowed to eat about 25% of your normal calories. So for example, if you're eating 2,000 calories a day, on those 2 fasting days, you're only allowed to eat 500 calories, okay? And another thing, you're not supposed to do it on consecutive days. You want to do it, you want to mix it up a little bit. For example, don't do 2 days in a row. Say on your fasting day is Monday and say it's Thursday or Tuesday, Saturday. You want to break up those fasting days. So that's pretty much what the 5-2 diet is. Okay, now let's look at these 2 studies that compared a 5-2 intermittent fasting diet to normal calorie restriction. Okay, so there was one study done with about 107 women over a 6-month period of time. Okay, one group followed this 5-2 protocol. That means they eat normally for 5 days. They followed somewhat of a Mediterranean type diet. And then 2 days out of the week, they dramatically restricted calories only to about 500 calories a day. And they compared that group to a group of women who just restricted calories by 25% every single day. Okay, now here are the results after 6 months. The weight loss was pretty much the same for both groups. Okay, so there was really no benefit to losing weight in this particular study for following that 5-2 intermittent fasting diet. But there was better improvements in fasted insulin levels. That means your insulin in the blood was actually lower in the 5-2 group than the people who just restricted calories every single day. Okay, so this study didn't really show too much benefit for 5-2 over normal calorie restriction. Okay, now let's talk about the second study. The second study did show a big difference, okay, but they made a little bit of a tweak to the second study. Okay, now, it's same thing. They took a bunch of women, a bunch of obese women, and they put them in different groups. One group did the 5-2 diet, but this time, on their fasted days, they made the participants restrict carbohydrates to 40 grams or less. So they were doing 5-2, but on their fasted days, on the 2 days when they reduced their calories to only 500 calories, they really restricted carbohydrates, okay? That was one group. And then the other group, say, just restricted calories normally 25% every single day. Now, here are the results of this second study. The second study showed that the group that followed the 5-2 while restricting carbohydrates on fasted days lost dramatically more body fat. So that's a big plus for this 5-2 diet while restricting carbohydrates. And also insulin sensitivity was greatly increased, which is such a great thing. That means that the cells were responding to insulin much better on the group that followed the 5-2 and restricted carbohydrates on fasted days compared to the group of women who just restricted calories every single day. So that's the big takeaway from this video. That if you're interested in experimenting with a 5-2 intermittent fasting protocol, I think it's a really easy protocol to follow. You can eat normally for 5 days a week, and then 2 days a week just really restrict calories to say 500 calories or less. And then if you can also restrict the amount of carbohydrates on the 2 fasted days, you'll have very good results, according to this study. Plus, I've experimented with the 5-2 diet myself, and I always get better results with all the intermittent fasting protocols, whether you're doing 16-8, whether you're doing, say, 20 and OMAD, maybe you're doing 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours of eating. If you can restrict carbohydrates, I feel you're always going to do better on these particular protocols. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And remember, if you really want to improve your fitness, health, and nutrition along with me, hit that subscribe button along with the bell indicator so you never miss one of my videos. And also leave a comment if you've ever experimented with the 5-2 diet. I'd love to hear about it. I'm sure other people watching this video would love to hear about it too. And also, If you're following any type of intermittent fasting protocol and you're restricting carbohydrates and getting great results, I'd love to hear about that too. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day.